wait a second. If I type password, what does that do? It could encrypt it, but what would it encrypt it with? A level 7 password, not an MD5 password, right? Ash? All right, word to the wise. I see password. It's a trick. You're going to lose points. Secret, right?
Secret.
Cisco. Same thing with root. Root. Privilege 15. Wait, capital root. Root, priv 15, secret, root. Obviously, you would not make passwords this simple. This is for educational purposes only. And then guess password changed me, privilege 0. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work in Packet Tracer, so if you don't use privilege level 0, if you do privilege level 2, that is acceptable. That really depends on the operating system. Privilege 0, secret, all caps? No. Done. 30 points. Set one interface with IP address 192.168.21. So, we're going to interface F00. F00, sorry, that was a big interface. IP add 192.168.20.1. 255.255.255.0. Alright? Sound correct? I think that's correct. Yeah. Enter. Great. You're only halfway done. You're only halfway done. What else do we have to do to an interface in order to get it to operate? No shutdown. We got to turn it on. You would be amazed at the number of students that I have that lose 5 points. And actually, it's not 5 points. If they do it to one interface, they do it to the other interface. Int F01. They have to do the other interface, which is, oh boy, a hard interface. Okay. 204.186 IP add 204.186.29.29/30. 256. No shut. Okay? And I actually had a student ask me about something that's coming up here. I want to correct myself in my office hours today because I didn't think about step number 5. Step number 6, set a default route to 204.186.29.30. Gotta get out of interface mode. A default route is what type of a route? It's a static route. IP route 0000 0.0.0.0. Match anything. Match anything that's not connected or has a higher order route. 204.186.29.30. Here we go. 3-030. Set up DHCP on your router. Support the 192.168.20 network. Exclude addresses 1 through 25. And set up DNS server 192.168.2016 and 2053. Okay. 2 ways you can do this. In any order is fine. I like to go ahead and do the exclusion first because that's done in global configuration mode. It's not done in the DHCP server. So IP DHCP excluded dash address low end high end 192.168.20.1 space 192.168.20.25. Low and high. Okay, now I'm ready to go in and define my DHCP pool. IP DHCP pool, you have to give it a name. I'm just going to call it local. I didn't specify. Network 192.168.20.0 255.255.255.0, or you could do CIDR notation. Either way is fine. Okay? Now, DNS servers. DNS server, you can make quite a number of DNS servers. So I just start with the first one, 192.168.20.16. I add a second one, I put a space, 192.168.20.53. Enter. One last thing I like to see, if you don't do it, you will not get marked off. But I like to put the default router in there. This is going to define the default gateway when the host, all right, receives a DHCP address. Default router 192.168.20.1, which is the IP address of my router. There. So, set up a standard access list on your router to deny any IP traffic from 117.23.54.0/24. Okay. Standard access list. A couple different ways you can do this. You can create a named standard access list, or you can create a numbered standard access list. I'm going to do a numbered standard access list. Access-list 10 standard access lists are 1 through 99. I just arbitrarily chose 10. Okay? Deny 117.23.54.0, and then I have to give it not a subnet mask, but a wildcard mask, which is an inverted subnet mask. So, if it's a /24 and the normal subnet mask for a /24 is 255.255.255.0, what's its inverse? Perfect! All done, right? If I were to apply this, what would happen? It's what? It's not binding. It's not bound to the interface, right? Is that what you're saying? You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. But I'm not done yet with the access list. If I were to apply this access list now to my public IP interface, what's it going to do? Who read ahead or remembers access list with 347? Dr. Pike.
Permit any, right?
I have to do a permit any. Because I'm denying this network. But what comes after this statement? It's not seen. An implicit deny all. So I have to set it up, and this is a common mistake, and you lose 3 points for this if you don't do it. Access-list 10 permit any. Now I go into my F01 interface. In F0/1 IP access group 10 in. Now it's applied to the interface. You get 5 points for the access list deny. You get 3 points for the permit any. All right, and the last 2 is applying it to the interface. Straight on that? Any questions? That one throws people off. If I have anybody lose stuff, it's there. All right. We're doing time. We're on time. Set up your router to use Telnet on your VTY lines and authenticate with your local users. Now notice I don't have you do AAA here. Trust me, I have you do AAA later. right? So if I go to my VTY, excuse me, line VTY 015, because I think I have 15 lines on this guy. Login, local. Okay, and I have to allow telnet. So my transport input telnet. Alright, that's it. Finally, lock out your aux port, disable your HTTP engine, and disable Cisco Discovery Protocol system-wide. 3 commands. Go into your aux line aux 0. The easiest way to disable this, no exec. You're not allowed to do commands from the executive mode. Okay? Even if you connect to it, you're not allowed to do any commands. Easiest way to lock out an aux line. Okay? Disable your HTTP engine. Go back to global configuration mode. No IP HTTP HTTP server. And I also like to do the no IP HTTP secure server as well. So that basically takes out the, for lack of a better term, the web engine on it. And finally, disable Cisco Discovery Protocol system-wide. This one, no CDP run. That shuts off CDP. I know I went through that fast. Yes, I've done this a few dozen times. You paid attention, made a couple of notes, even recorded it, whatever. This should be an easy 100 points. Hell, the first 30 points are almost automatic. Last thing, to get those 100 points, the first thing you have to do, go back to privileged exec mode, right now. Okay? You have 2 options. Especially for first-time people, so they get that nice, warm, fuzzy, safe, secure feeling that they're going to get that 100 points. I get it. Do a show run. Okay? Once you're at the end, you can scroll back up to where you did that show run. Right there. And from building configuration, you can just select everything to the end. All right, Control C. Go to WordPad. Please do this so it's not like 20 pages long. Right click, paragraph, fix it to where it has no spacing. You can save that and email it to me. Perfectly fine. Put your name in there somewhere so I know it's from you, or at least, well, actually, if you send me from your email account, I should know it's you. All right? Or, after you've done your write mem, okay, you can close out that console. You can come back to GNS3 and do a file, save project as. Oh, please stop the following note for saving top off. Okay, fine. Click, stop, file, save project as. Brandon Brown, CIS 467, Lab 1. Okay? And put it in my project. So that's fine. Perfect. Now, I can go here and go back to my projects folder, DNS3, projects, all right? And here I have my Lab 1 files. Okay? In here, I have a configs folder. All right? So I have my startup, and I have my last running. Since I did a write mem, when I do that startup, right there. Either way, I don't care. I need the config. Again, I'll run through that one more time so you guys get it. No problem. All right. GNS3. After you've done a write mem in the console, stop the router, file, save project as, give it a project name, save it in your projects folder. That's perfectly fine. That's what it should default to. Click save. Then through Explorer, go to GNS3, projects, whatever you name that project, your files, Dynamips, configs, and look for that startup config. Okay? Questions on that? Anybody miss something? Okay? If you're going to use GNS3, you don't have to.